the UWC, Robben Island, Mayibuyi archives. Most people sort of have a passion for the heritage and liberation stories. So it's about telling stories that have been in the archive for a long time and seeing how those stories can come to life and how we can find techniques and ways to make them exciting. I'm sure that a lot of great things are going to come from this.
The World Cafe creates a participatory environment where people can have conversation about what matters most to them in a relaxed manner. In this instance, particularly the
Mayibuyi
archives, we work with everybody who's connected to it, looking at the heritage as well as where and how we will create accessibility to the archives through digitization.
Content right now, especially African content, is in high demand around the world. And while we have living legends, we need to capture their stories right now. There is a sense of urgency.
We want to see ourselves at the center of digitization in the African continent and also in the Southern African region.
It's so important for us to engage with our history because that forms how we operate in the present and how our future will begin to look like.
So by pushing the narrative around digitization and opening our heritage to more people and spreading the information, that could help Africans to understand what their forefathers have achieved so that we can have a bit of identity and confidence in what we can achieve as well.
It's the second time I'm coming to South Africa, second time I'm confronted to people working with the Mayibuyi archives, and I have to say that what is striking is that you just have to say the name Mayibuyi archives to have ideas. It's a story that people want to engage with.
But how can we make this lively? As lively as it was at the time, as interesting, there's a terrific energy. And you know, there was a role for me. This whole thing of intergenerational, it's given me a new life.
We need to capture their stories right now. There is a sense of urgency.
The way that the discussion was structured, I was also surprised a lot about the ideas that we managed to generate.
Technology is obviously a way to enhance telling the stories from the archive.
People are aching for good stories, for interesting stories, for stories about hope, of idealism, of passion, commitment, and achievement.
It's so important for us to engage with our history.
Opening our heritage to more people.
It's a story that people want to engage with.